Well, hello everybody and welcome back to my kitchen workshop. Let me get that out of the view. Um, the ties all along the back are done. I just got to trim those down, which are quite easy. You might notice something there. Yes, I have a cold dump. I will actually be cutting down where the gondola area is here to make a nice little pit that I'm going to also add coal to, and this will be drop bottom gondolas dropping coal to the side. I watched a video on that the other day, and unfortunately it was Japan Railways, but I found out that in the 50s they did that here in America with drop bottom gondolas. Well, this is going to use cheap Bachman stuff. I don't know if they're drop bottoms, but they'll play the part. This conveyor here, I know there's still bubbles in it from the soap. I'm going to be putting a grate across there, and this is going to be for the trucks to dump. This is for the hopper cars to dump. Now, I'm going to plan on having one of these to each side of it, and they're toilet paper rolls, and building a box in the middle as the conveyor. So, that's the way that's being planned out. That area is still soaked from doing the soap and water trick. You can see the tank car area is completely already tied. I've got most of the interchange tied. I'm working on the middle track there. And I figured since I'm going to be filing and doing everything that I need to do with the points, and that includes filing the stock rail so the point sits into the stock rail, I better grab these fast track templates. And I grabbed them and I glued them down. I printed them off my printer. One problem that I ran into, the fast tracks, the gauge is actually set a hair too wide for the printout ones, and they're supposed to be 1:1, but they're not actually 1:1. They're just a hair wide. Now, the track plan that I printed off of Atlas is a hair narrow. And I figured that out with my Christmas presents, which I will grab real quick. I should have kept them over here. But my eldest son came over for Christmas. I know you're looking at my floor. And my wife went out to a store. And they went out to a store that I really like. My wife bought me 2 things, and my son bought me 1 thing, and I am actually very happy. So thank you, Robbie, if you're out there watching, and thank you, Michelle, for getting the other part of it. This is what Michelle bought me: a Western Maryland bobber caboose and end scale. My son Robbie bought me, oh wait a minute, my son Robbie bought me that one. Sorry, I got a little backwards. And my wife Michelle bought me these 2. She thought they said Western Maryland, but she wasn't reading it. And as you can see, that's Westmoreland Coal Company, which is fine. I really like these because these are the KD right before micro trains. And the cool feature on these is that those hopper doors actually open. I did not notice that till I took one apart in order to figure out if the track spacing was right. But yes, those hopper doors actually open. So I might use them on this just as a show to show what it looks like when it's dumping. I'll leave a hopper door open over that pit. Of course, I could leave it open and just run it back and forth across this layout, because ain't nobody going to notice anyways. Because loaded cars come in, they get placed there. Empty cars go out, and that's it. The gondola dump is, like I said, just a slope down to a pit. So I've still got to cut out this pit, which is going to be nice. And then, maybe a little front end loader running back and forth would actually do the work. or a little bulldozer, who knows. I'm going to be placing the river towards the front in this corner here. So it's going to look right there. And then I'm going to have fuel tanks sitting right where this caboose is for the tank track. The boxcar track will have a little freight house, and then we'll have just a little ramp to get things on and off the flat cars, because it doesn't really need to be that well scenic over here. And this is the interchange track. The locomotive track was up here. My SW1200 sits just fine right there, and it's ready to go on there. It is SW101, well, SW1200 101 Maryland Central paint. So yes, we got the Western Maryland there. I might use the Maryland Central number 19 or number 5. I don't know yet. But they would also look cool and be about the right size to fit on this. They'd actually be a little big. But the ties are in place, and yes, I'm leaving that one there. And there's going to be one right beside it that's the same length. Because, and I'm doing the same thing down here, as those will be holding all 3 tracks. And yes, they do that prototypically. If you've got a crossover section, usually from the frog to the frog is a triple length tie, if not a little bit longer. So that actually supports the entire thing. But I'm just going to put right there, but it's an industrial branch. I don't think they really care. So I've got some ties left to glue in. I've got some ties left to cut to glue in. And yeah, I've been figuring that out, that if I glue them down full length but only glue where they're going to be connected, which I can't do nothing with these no more because the glue let go. Oh, well, I'll leave them set up for tonight. But if I glue them down in the right spot and then nip them off later, it's a lot easier to place those ties. And then when I get down to the really short ones, those I can have a fight with. It works out for me. I know it looks like I'm doing things crazy and backwards, but that works for me. So I'm going to get back to trying to lay that midsection out as every other tie, like I've done here. And every other tie will be filled in later. Just wanted to give you guys a quick update, show you my Christmas presents, as it's the 26th of December. Soon to be the 27th, but it's almost 11 o'clock at night. I gotta go pick up the wife from work. See y'all later. Have a good one. Hope to see you on the next one.